Meghan Markle is being sued right now by her half-sister Samantha over that Oprah Winfrey interview that she did a while back with Harry. Samantha is claiming that the whole rags to royalty narrative that this interview had is enough for her to claim defamation, citing that the Duchess did not grow up in poverty like she wants people to believe. According to reports, she is being sued for $75,000. In court documents obtained by the Daily Mail, Samantha said that Meghan had launched a premeditated campaign to destroy her and her father's reputation. She claims that by doing this interview, she was able to ruin their credibility. Samantha goes on to suggest that this was done so they could not interfere with or contradict the false narrative and fairy tale life story concocted by the defendant. She also alleged that Meghan had lied about raising herself up from poverty by taking low-paying jobs at 13 to help make ends meet. On top of coming after Meghan, Samantha also launched an attack on her sister's friend and biographer Omid Scobie, calling the book Finding Freedom about Meghan and Harry a book of lies. However, Meghan isn't going to take this without a response. Her legal team hit back at the lawsuit and called Samantha's claims baseless, saying that they would give it the minimum attention necessary, which is a pretty good burn. As per the court documents, this defamation case was filed in Tampa, Florida, and is simply the latest court battle that Meghan has found herself in with her family. As I mentioned earlier, Samantha is saying that Meghan falsely claimed during her interview with Ellen and Oprah that she raised herself up from poverty. She claims that the Duchess never had to work to pay for her Northwestern college education and argues that the story of her struggling with an older car was a lie. In the document, she also cites other claims that Meghan made that were also untrue. I guess as a way to show that there was a pattern of lying, the document lists Meghan's claims of having no siblings, little contact with her family, and that her family could only afford the $4.99 salad at Sizzlers. Going back to that book though, Finding Freedom, the lawsuit claims that the book caused her substantial and irreparable prejudice, injury, and harm to her reputation, including one line that she had dropped out of high school. Samantha hits back at this claim by saying that the truth is that she was seriously injured from a fall from a rope swing, resulting in paralysis on her left side and blindness in one eye at that time, and she was then diagnosed with MS. She also rejected the notion that she and Meghan had only met a handful of times. The lawsuit goes on to say, "This is false. Samantha spent time with defendant on a regular basis throughout her childhood and even lived in the same apartment house with defendant for a period of time. Samantha picked up Meghan from school, took Meghan for ice cream and to the mall regularly, and spent many family holidays with the defendant." The lawsuit then goes on to add, "This is an attempt by Meghan to create the false impression that Meghan was essentially an only child with no contact with other family members, or as Meghan stated on Oprah, that she had no siblings. Meghan apparently wanted to convince the public that her family members knew nothing about her life and thus were not qualified to contradict the false narrative Meghan had fabricated about her life." Meghan's attorneys though are doing their best to dismiss all of this, saying that the lawsuit is absurd and a continuation of a pattern of disturbing behavior. I'd love to hear your thoughts on all this though, because that's all the time we have for today. So stay classy, and I'll see you on the next one. This cat sneaking in. Okay, one sec. My cat's just hunting me as I'm doing this video.